Yo, what it do, YouTube, man? It's your boy IQ, and back with another banger video, man. Now look, we've been reacting all day, and now we are here with Solo, and his video is best guard build is a walking bucket in NBA 2K25. Insane all around demigod. Best build NBA 2K25 Solo. Let's see what you're talking about.
Subscribe right now if you're making a guard build on day one. From the moment I was able to play NBA 2K25 early, I was locked in on the My Player Builder. You guys know I play guard, so I was looking at a lot of guard builds for majority of the time I was able to play the game early. I found the best builds for small guards, all-around guards, tall guards, ISO guards, and more. Whatever your play style is, whether you like to dunk, pass, shoot threes, or play insane defense, and whatever your favorite court to play on is, whether you like to play rec, pro-am, 3v3, 2v2, or 1v1, I guarantee that you will leave this video with the perfect build for day one. Also, I'm live right now on Twitch, twitch.tv/solo_. There'll be a link in the description. I'll be breaking down and reacting to a lot of other builds. I'm going to be showing you a bunch of different guard builds in this video, whether you want to make a very short guard build like a 5'9", or a medium-sized guard build, or a very tall guard build. But the first one I want to show you guys is the build that I might use on day one of NBA 2K25. It's very likely that I'm going to use this exact build, or maybe I'll tweak it very slightly, but that is going to be a 6'3" point guard, 225 on the weight, 6'7" on the wingspan. And you'll see why we're going 6'7" on the wingspan in a second, because that basically has to do with our shooting and our shooting badges. Now, I think 6'3s are going to be the best for these kind of all around, smaller guards. I'm not talking about 5'9s that, will go crazy on the threes court, but if you want to build that can play everything, rec, twos, maybe even the ones court threes, everything like that, 6'3", we're gonna get some defense on this build, and we're gonna be able to hold our own. Now for the shooting, I upgraded that first. We got a 93 3-pointer, which I will bump up to 94, because at a 94 you get gold mini marksman. You guys can see that is silver. That is a badge that you have to be 6'3" or under in order to get. It's gonna be a very good badge. You can also see we have gold deadeye and gold limitless range, along with gold set shot specialist. Some very good shooting badges. I have this info, so in case you were wondering about dribble pull-ups, aka fades, we will be able to get the Trae Young fade on this build with an 82 3-pointer midi required for that, but also you got to be under 6'4", so we do meet those requirements. Now it is time for our ball handle. We got to go crazy with the dribbling, but how crazy are we gonna go? I decided to go with a 90 ball handle, which will give us silver ankle assassin and gold handles for days. The reason I'm going 90 is for that gold handles for days. Now unpluckable is at a 92. I know some guards are going to end up going 92 just to get that gold unpluckable, but on this build I decided not to. Lightning launch is kind of like quick first step from what I've seen, and I think it's going to be a very good badge, so I put my speed of ball up to an 86 to get that gold lightning launch. Now with a 90 ball handle, we're going to be unlocking moves like Damian Lillard for every single dribble move, Kyrie Irving, all of his dribble moves except for dribble style. We'll talk about that in a second. And Ray for awesome. The only moves in the entire game that we're not going to get is LaMelo Ball's moves, which you need a 91 ball handle for that, Stephen Curry's moves, which you need a 92 ball handle for that, and Trae Young's moves, which you need a 92. Now Trae Young's moves are going to be very good, I assume, probably same with Curry, so going to that 92 ball handle might just be the move. But with a 90, you're getting everyone's moves except Curry, Trae Young, and LaMelo Ball. With an 86 speed of ball, I'm pretty much getting every single dribble style except for Kyrie Irving, which you need a 94 for. So that's going to literally be like mad short builds that probably don't have a lot of defense or just are kind of lacking somewhere. 94 dribble style for Kyrie, 91 dribble style for Damian Lillard, and 90 for De'Aaron Fox. But pretty much all the other dribble styles in the game you'll be able to get with this 86. Our driving dunk is going to be at an 87 with a vertical of 75. Now I will up this later, so just so you know, there are contact dunks at an 87 driving dunk with a 75 vertical, but there are even better ones at the numbers that I'm going to tweak it up to in a second. Now we have our perimeter defense. I decided to go crazy with the perimeter defense on this build and go with a 92 perimeter defense, giving us gold challenger, gold on-ball menace, and gold pick dodger.
That's
so
clutch. That's
with
clutch.
this build, since we are shorter, I decided I want to go with more perimeter defense, less steal. If you're a taller build, I'd say maybe go with more steal. But we're going to get silver gloves still, gold gloves at a 91. That's kind of expensive. We're going to have a 79 steal on this build with a silver interceptor as well. I don't know. I like it. I think that
this build
challenger,
all around,
on-ball menace, stuff like that is going to be OP this year, especially with the contact, defense, the bump turn, stuff like that. But you guys just saw, I decided to go up to an 89 driving dunk and a 78 vertical. Now right here, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. Do I want to go, a lot of pass accuracy? Do I just want to stop at maybe a 71 to get that silver dimer? And that is what I decided to do right here. I added on that extra 3-pointer to get that 94 3-point. And just so you guys know, because it's not really shown anywhere, 89 driver dunk, 78 vertical. That is going to be for pro contact dunks off, I believe, 1. So if you want both of them, off 1 and off 2, get an 89 driver dunk with a 78 vertical. Now right here, again, I'm just trying stuff out. I'm seeing how do I want to finish off this build. And then I decide, you know what, let's throw some free throw on this. I know a lot of you guys want free throw on your build, and a lot of you guys are going to copy my exact build, but this is the final build because I forgot at a 40 standing dunk, you get 2-hand under basket regular dunk. So that is a big thing because that gives you the basic standing dunk packages. So if you have like, you know, a 39 standing dunk, you're going to get nothing. But if you get that 40, which is very cheap, and it was like this last year, you're going to get standing dunk. So this is the final build. It's crazy. 89 dunk. We're going to get contacts, 94 3. We can dribble. We can play defense with a 92 perimeter. This is one of the best builds that I found, honestly, at community day. And now it's time to look at the takeovers. We get a lot of them, as you guys can see, but the 3 that I might end up using is going to be sniper, plus 10 3-point at level 5 with the takeover ability of deep bomber. We could shoot from way deep at level 5, plus 10, which would give us an 104 3-pointer. I don't think it goes above 99, so that's the only concern there. Maybe that's overkill. And then satellite, plus 7 to midi and plus 7 to 3-point and speed. So that way, plus 7 to our 3-point, it's only a 101, so it's not too overkill. You know what I'm saying? But at level 4, we're gonna have a 99 3, so we don't even need to get to level 5. And then midi maestro might be crazy because at level 5 we get a plus 15 midi, which would give us a 99 midi added on to this build. This build is already crazy. Imagine it with a 99 midi. How are you going to stop it? Now it's time to see the first ever look at the new build screen with the shades and the you have created whatever build name. We got Lillard, Kevin Johnson, Emmanuel quickly for our shades, and we have built a 2-way 3-level shot creator. It's kind of a crazy name. I kind of expected a crazier name though, if we're being honest. I thought 2K25 might have some insane names, and I think it does, but this build is not that. Now, you do have the option to go into the My Court when we were at Community Day. Obviously, this is not the complete full game. When you guys are actually on the game day one, when it actually comes out, you're going to be able to put on animations, put on jump shots, test all that stuff out. But at Community Day, they didn't let us do that. So in here, you know, we have a 90 ball handle, 86 feet of ball, but I have default SIGs on. They couldn't even give us random SIGs like they did in 2K24. I remember when you were testing it, we could just give you random SIGs. 2K25 at Community Day, they give us default SIGs, so I couldn't really go too crazy, but I'm trying to show y'all something, trying to dribble around. You know, I just hit a 3. Right here, I'm gonna take a dunk, which isn't really showing you guys much because there is no defense. And then I wanted to test the floater because, you know, we don't have an insanely high driving layup, but the floater was good. And then as you guys will see here, I'm gonna hit one more midi. But yeah, that is possibly my day one build for NBA 2K25. Now we're gonna get into the taller guards, and everyone's been asking me, Solo, can you make 6'6" builds in 2K25? We all know they were the best build in 2K24. Pretty much, if you were to say, you know, what was the best all-around build, it would be a 6'6". So I went point guard, 6'6", 195 on the weight, and 6'10" on the wingspan. Now, first thing I did was I upgraded the driving dunk. Now we're not sure. It's hard to tell off just playing Community Day. Is dunk gonna be the meta? Is it gonna be layup? Are floaters gonna be OP again? Or maybe it's close shots. I kind of doubt it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off day one assuming that driving dunk's gonna be pretty good. I mean, what we saw from the dunk meter, it looked pretty good. So we're gonna go 87 driving dunk with a 75 vertical to get the pro contact dunks off too. Then we're gonna get an 89 3-point shot, which gives us silver limitless range, silver deadeye, and gold set shot specialist. Now that's pretty high for a 6. Not really, it's not really high, but if you do want to get higher, you can lower your wingspan, but I don't really want to go like near minimum wingspan. I kind of like to play at least a little bit of defense, especially if I'm going to be 6'6". For my ball handle, I decided to go with a 92. So we will get that gold unpluckable and a few other gold playmaking badges, and then gold lightning launch at an 86 speed with ball. So we're actually going to dribble potentially, not potentially, we're probably going to dribble better than my 6'3" that I showed you. At least the ball handle's higher, so that could be interesting. Now for the defense, we're going to go with
that 92 ball handle was like so like that's the sweet
then
spot.
Once we up agility, we're going to have silver on ball minutes, which is basically like clamps from years past. We're going to go with an 85 speed of ball. Then I'm going to go to my steal, and we're going to go with once again another 79 steal. I already know I'm going to have a lot of builds with that 91.
I'm going to be honest. I'm looking at it right now. 6'3" is going to be my first build. Y'all heard it from me first. 6'3" is going to be my first build. 6'3"
steal, but it was just harder to get them. Like in 2K24, if you're making a 6'6", I had a 91 steal on like every single 6'6". That was easy, but this year they are a little bit harder to make. They just are. You don't have as much attributes on these taller builds. Again, like I said, I'd say the cutoff is like 6'5", maybe 6'4". But if you're shorter than 6'4", you have more attributes than in the past. Now, you guys might have just seen I upped my layup by, I believe, 1 to get silver float game. And then we are going to get silver dimer with a 71 pass accuracy. So we're not going to be throwing complete dimes, but hey, we're not, we don't have a 50 pass accuracy. So at least there's that. Then we're going to go to 60 interior defense, and we will get block on our 6'6", maxing it out and getting a 74 for that bronze paint patroller. We also have bronze high flying denier. Then to finish off the build, you can just throw the rest of those attributes on offensive rebound, and this is the build. So yeah, I mean, I think it's decent. It's pretty good for a 6'6". Now, I do think they were better in 2K24. You could obviously tell that with an 87 driving dunk, so we are going to get contact dunks, 89 3, 92 ball handle, so we'll be able to dribble. I feel like actually this year the ball handle speed of ball is higher, so maybe if you do lower that, go 85 ball handle, lower speed of ball, you can make a 6'6" like in 2K24. Maybe that's where I went a little wrong, but I think those stats are going to matter more in 2K25. Now, one of the takeovers that I might use, again, we got a lot of them, is mirror plus 15 to perimeter defense. I think this is basically like popping lockdown takeover with the vice takeover ability. Next up, we have sniper. This build is probably going to go crazy with sniper, but as you can see, we have an 89-3 plus 10 at level 5.
Y'all seeing how they turn badges into takeovers? Remember sniper back from making 2K22?
Bomber takeover ability. So I think it's a no-brainer, either mirror or sniper when it comes to takeover on this 6'6" build. And then the shades are going to be Tyrese Halliburton, Cade Cunningham, and Jalen Suggs. And what are we going to have built? It says a two-way 3-level shot creator. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I keep creating two-way 3-level shot creators. I mean, it's kind of a cool name, but I know there are some cooler in the game. But I care more about the stats as far as the build name goes. I'm not a big build name guy, so I don't care too much. And right there, you guys might have seen that cross launch. I think if with the right dribble style, Magic Johnson went crazy last year. Those cross launch, especially middies, are going to be pretty OP. But once again, we have default SIGs in here, so there's really no point of showing you guys gameplay. Now I'm going to be showing you guys hands down the best small guard build in the game. And as you guys know,
this from Joe Knows. If y'all didn't watch my Joe Knows reaction, go check that out.
The shortest you can go is 5'9". Now you guys are probably gonna think this is a troll. This is the first time you're hearing about this build. You're gonna be like, bro, what is Solo saying? A 5'9" build, that's gonna be bad. I went 5'9", 175, and 6'1" on the wingspan. Now what you're about to see is going to
Isn't it absolutely?
We gotta add. We gotta add. All right, here we go.
be literally insane. So we start off by getting a 99 3-pointer. Legend Deadeye, Legend Limitless Range, Legend Mini Marksman, which is going to be an insane badge. We already talked about that. Legend Set Shot Specialist. So this shit is going to be shooting crazy, right? 99-3, you guys can see the overall. We're only a 61 out of 99. This is what I'm saying. Short builds get a crazy amount of attributes. Now let's go to ball handle. What are we going to put it at? A 99. Legend Ankle Assassin, Legend Handles for Days, and Legend Unpluckable. So now we're up to 7 legend badges just like that. We're gonna get all the dribble moves in the game. You know, we're gonna be flying around the court. We're not gonna get plucked. We're gonna be able to dribble for hours. Now what? We're 64 out of 99 overall, but I somehow got 99 steal. This is game breaking, literally game breaking. Somehow
so dumb,
the steal is
bro.
basically free on a 5'9". Now maybe they're doing that because it's not going to matter as much. We are 5'9", so like for example, interceptor might not be as effective, but not Hall of Fame, but legend glove and interceptor. I wonder how plucks are going to be on a 5'9". You know, it's still early. It's going to be hard to tell. We got to play the game, but this is looking crazy. And then we get Legend Lightning Launch with a 94 speed of ball. This build is crazy. Are y'all seeing this? Are you seeing this? Next up, we're going to go down to agility, put this up to an 82, and we're going to get Legend Shifty Shooter. This has to be the most legend badges you guys are seeing on one build.
Nah, that's facts. 5'9" is definitely meted out, bro.
I mean, we've never seen legend badges until right now, and I have so many of them. Then we're gonna get gold float game by going to an 88 driving layup. I decided to throw the rest on free throw because I think this build's also gonna be really valid in the rec and in the pro-am. Any court where you have a lockdown, stage threes, even park threes, if you can have a friend that has good defense, he can just guard ball, you can go and guard, you know, the corner or whoever. And look at this, bro. 99 3, 99 ball handle, 99 steal, all on one build. Have you ever seen that before? Probably not. And it has 11 legend badges. 11! You guys might not even see builds with legend badges at all on the other build videos other than like these 5.9s. But it has Deadeye, Limitless Range, Mini Marksman, Set Shot Specialist, Shifty Shooter, Ankle Assassin, Handles for Days, Unpluckable, Glove, and Interceptor. 11 legend badges, 99 three,
Mike Conley,
99 ball handle, 99 steal, all in one build. We got Tim Hardaway, Mike Conley, and Chris Paul Shades. What's the build going to be called though? It is called a shoot first point. I mean, this shit is gonna be just spraying threes all over the place, and it's not gonna be a complete liability in the corner on defense. In years past, you know, the other team could just throw it right at you, especially if you have, you know, no defense on your point guard. They can just abuse you. But this thing might, I mean, it's 5'9", so it probably will get shot over. But as far as steal goes, you know, it can possibly get some lanes. Not great lanes, but still, it has legend interceptor, so we can't, you know, just act like it doesn't. Now, this next build that I'm gonna show you guys is a little bit of a bonus build for you. This is going to be a 6'2" point guard, so kind of like
let
a
me
small
know.
guard. This is what I was thinking when I first got on the game would be the meta for, you know, the threes court, potentially.
It's either going to be 6'2" or 6'3".
I'm sure it's still going to be valid, but that 5'9" build was just so crazy. So we're starting off with a 96 3-point to get a bunch of Hall of Fame shooting badges, and we will eventually bump this up to 97 for that Hall of Fame mini marksman. Then I go to the ball handle, and we're going to put this also mad high because we're a small guard. You know, we're not going to have much defense. We're going to be pretty much offensive heavy. So we went 97 ball handle for legend, handles for days. I'm still not used to calling that legend, but it is what it is. Hall of Fame Unpluckable and Hall of Fame Ankle Assassin. Then we get Hall of, or not, bro, I see, I'm still tweaking about it. Legend Lightning Launch at a 94 speed of ball. Again, we're going to be going crazy offensively. Then we get our Hall of Fame mini marksman with a 97 3-pointer and a 97
this is just the offensive build, chat. This really isn't going to like
we are going to be a
break the game. This is like an offensive build.
And this is the final build. So you guys can tell, like, I just don't really see the point in doing this build when you can make a 5'9". You know, if you're talking about defense and you think a 6'2" might be better, this is probably worse because you're still going to get shot over. The 5'9" has a 99 steal, so at least there's that. And we're not sure if that 5'9" with a 99 steal is going to do much with that steal, but still, like, I don't really see a point in going 6'2". If you're going to make a small guard, you might as well go 5'9", get the crazy amount of attributes, and you guys can see the shades of this build are better than all the shades of the other build because we get Steph Curry, Trae Young, and Nick Van Exel, and it says we have built a shot-creating 3-level threat. I then went ahead and hopped into my court, but honestly, I think we can all agree this is somewhat pointless gameplay because we have default SIGs. I don't know if the badges are also working in here, so, I mean, it's a bonus gameplay. Right now, we don't have much. This fade was kind of tough. I was low on stamina and I made that back slow fade, which was kind of crazy. Guys, right now I'm live on Twitch, twitch.tv/solo_. There'll be a link in the description. I'm breaking down the builder, completely showing all my builds and all my gameplay that I got early. Subscribe if you guys haven't. We're going crazy all 2K25. We have daily uploads for pretty much now until like 3.
Hey, big shout out to Solo with this video, man. You guys let me know. Obviously, that 5'9" build, we saw it in that Joe Knows this video earlier. If you guys can go check that out, go check that out. And yeah, bro, 5'9" are looking meta, but like I said, 6'3" might be my first day one, patch one build. The link to Solo's original video is in the description down below if you guys want to go watch it without all the pausing and me talking over it. But make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe to the channel as well. Big shout out to all these builders who went to community day. It's been your boy IQ. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
It's okay to be falling so deep. I've been lost in my mind, zoned out, but I'm still falling in love with this other side of me right now. Love.